Hi everybody, it's Sarah, aka the Mill Coach, and it is time for Epic Shit Challenge Day 15. Now, I hope that over the weekend, you missed me, but no, really, I hope that you've had the chance to watch the Jimmy Valvano video, right? And that you have truly listened to his suggestions about finding ways each day to laugh, finding ways to really get in tune with your emotions and even cry. And, really considering what are those things that you need to think deeply about. And thinking, hopefully, you understand, isn't just about, the brain kind of thinking, but spending time and thought about, the feeling piece too. Right? And I hope that you have journaled the questions that I posed yesterday. Because, again, if you're not clear in those things that make you frickin' rock star quality, right, that unicornness of yourself, then you don't need to move on. You can give yourself some compassion and really sit with that a bit. Just like I said yesterday, remember that life is short. And so you don't want to wait too long because your people, your tribe, are waiting for your epic shit. So get ready, get centered, and then move. Today's challenge is, I think, a really cool one because it forces you to consider how you can have more fun in your life. Right? What are those things that make your life really, really fun? Well, why don't you do more of it? And you might be having these excuses in your mind, well, I've got the kids, or I've just been working too much, or I just don't have time, blah, 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 blah. And I would say, again, that whole time thing is just a choice, right? You can choose how you're going to spend those hours, right? So if you are going to have more fun in your life, that means that you might have to make some different choices in how you spend that time, right? It means you might need to wake up an extra hour early, right? Have you ever heard of the 5 a.m. club? Right? There's a whole group of people. It's a movement that you can Google, right? About those people that wake up at 5 o'clock to get their day started, right? They do some meditation, they do some writing, they do some movement, they do stuff that makes them feel good, right? More fun, right? When I think of how I could have more fun in my life, I immediately move to horses, right? I want to have more cow cutting in my life, right? I had mentioned a couple of videos ago that I want to win a world championship. And if I've got that, it means I'm going to have to move in action to make that happen, right? Riding more, having more fun. And I ask you this question because I guarantee that if you're having more fun, it's going to spill into your epic shit, right? Every time I go and cut, on the way home, I'm thinking about the amazing experience that I had and what were the big things that really stood out. And 9 times out of 10, the big things that stood out are immediately applicable to what's going on in my professional and my personal life. And I'll give you an example. Al Dunning is who I get to ride with when I cut, and he's phenomenal. At first, when I started riding with him, I wasn't even sure, why, could I be worthy of riding with him? And so I had to get over myself for a minute. But he's got just such great wisdom. And the thing that always stands out about Al is that he tells me, Sarah, you have to think stop. Right? And in this crazy, cow cutting experience, you're always thinking, go, 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 because this cow that you've separated away from the herd, all he wants to do with all his might is just get back with his buddies. And so it's you and this horse that's between him. And that cow, most of the time, he's ready to just rock and roll. And so it's just go, 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 go. I got to keep him away. Got to keep him away. But when you're always in movement, you sometimes lose sight of what's really important. Or, you get ahead of yourself and then ultimately you lose the frickin' cow. And so Al would say to me, Sarah, although you want to move and even, your gut's sometimes saying that you got to move, you don't need to. The most effective thing is going to be to just sit, to be, right? Because if you're trying to anticipate what that cow's going to do, you've got a 50-50 chance, right? He could go left, he could go right. And if you guess wrong, then you're already behind the game. And so instead of trying to just guess and go, just sit and be grounded, and wait. And then you are so poised for when that cow does move, you can just rock right after him. And so as I'd be driving home and I'm thinking, think stop, think stop, think stop, I'd go, oh, you know what? I think that I should probably slow down sometimes when I'm dealing with my staff, because I would go a million miles a minute, and that's not always effective. And so, sometimes I just want to go. It was a good reminder for me, slow. So Anyway, while I was having fun, I was learning some cool shit. Plus, my mental mindset was way, way, way better. It was more positive, more energy, more enthusiasm, and it rocked. So for me, more fun is horses. What's more fun for you? Is it concerts? Is it more learning? Is it more time with the people that you love? Is it more, what? Right? Identify today at least one thing that you want to do more of, more fun, and then I want you to schedule some time this week. Not next week, not the week after, which means that you could have to reprioritize some of your things, but one thing that you're going to do that's just fun. And then I want you to head over to the Facebook group and tell us what is that fun thing. Even better, after you've done it, tell us how it made you feel. Right? Epic shit better be fun. Epic shit is supposed to be easy. Rock and roll, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.